Oh well, who cares? Who cares? Move this over here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, what am I doing? Web GUI. I need to go here. Tristan, I figured out add debounds for minimum change on Wi-Fi signal strength. It was in code that was originally imported from our DGNet Collaborate project. It uses a bash script to get the Wi-Fi info. I've added some info in the description and assigned you. Let me know if you have any questions. That is my phone description. Let me know if you do it. It uses a bash script to get the Wi-Fi info. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, so what am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? I am, where am I at? Right here. Boom. Okay. Cool. So I already added that. That updates. I think that's pretty much all I can do with it right now. I think. I need more coffee. Be right back. Jesus Christ. Got it on tap, boy. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's pretty much all I can do now. Because because these I still need, let's see. Make calls. You want a 6T6. Don't need to worry about that. P1S6T6. Let's see. Create testing tool, yada yada, that's fine. Add data connectors, no. This is all P1S6 stuff. I don't need S6 stuff right now, I don't think. Because what I'm doing is text field on HTML file for local CICP ID. Local CICP ID. Is there any other place that I'm using? Where's it at? This big text is weird. Is there any other place that I'm using this? No, there's not. But local CICP ID I am using, but I need somewhere to get that. Local CICP ID. And I'm thinking, let's see, where am I creating those inputs? There's only 4 inputs. Where's it at? Right up here. There's only 4 inputs. I don't really know what the inputs are supposed to be. I'm guessing it's supposed to be these. UID, yada yada. But this should be keys inputs. Keys inputs. I'll just add another one. Screw it. If it's not right, then I can, we can remove it. But say local CICP ID, and then down here. Wait, how am I grabbing these? DGNet keys inputs yeah, and then I'm using that up here as a placeholder. So I'm just grabbing a placeholder. Wow. Or okay, so the ID is the same as the placeholder. Got you. And here where I'm using that local CICP ID right here, I want to say local CICP ID. I mean, when I call this, I could just grab the local CICP ID instead of passing it here. That's the same thing, right? Local CICP ID equals document dot get element by ID. The ID would be local CICP ID dot value, like that, right? Something like that. Something like that. The only problem is, so there's a problem with this. All of this is going to run because it's not. It's not. They're not in like functions or anything. So this is all going to run regardless. So as soon as the site opens, the page opens, there's not going to be a local CI/CD ID. This is going to try to run without it. So yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I just have the logic here because we've got all these buttons up here that are supposed to do something, and I have no idea what they're supposed to do yet. So right now I just have like these little wrapper functions made. They may not even be needed either. I don't know. And then there's a 10th button that I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do with. But I have everything here. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do, I think. It just needs to be put in the right place. Really? Like all this stuff, this set interval needs to be put in the right place. All this stuff just needs to be put in the right place. And really, this stuff can probably go in this function. And then you just call the function, and then, you know, whenever you want to, I guess, when you click a button or something. I don't know. But the logic's there. I just don't know where to put it, because I don't really know what this thing is supposed to be doing. So I'm trying to think. I mean, if the buttons are the ones going to be doing these things, then it makes sense for that stuff to be in the, you know, the functions themselves. But I don't know what these buttons are supposed to be doing. There are 10 buttons. They're supposed to interact with the microprocessors. There's 14 microprocessors, and there's not anywhere close to 10 that seem like they would be some sort of button event type thing. So I don't know. But I was just told to make this testing thing, so I did. And I mean, it works, other than doing all the extra stuff. The logic's just got to be moved around in the right place, put in the right place. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, what all did I do? Not a whole lot. Add default last check time. That's pretty much what I did. Of, what is that? 1 million. I'll just copy and paste that. Default last check time of that. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Then let's go ahead and push that. All right, so let's grab this, move it, pause for the day. Unmove that, I'm not supposed to move that. Open, boom. All right, let's see, what's my next thing here. I wonder if this needs to be in progress slowed or not. I mean, technically the progress is slowed, but oh well. Anyway, add debounce for minimum. Let's move this to learning because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Make it so that the Wi-Fi signal strength attribute display only updates every 10%. Get repo location, yada yada yada. Make it so the Wi-Fi signal string attribute only displays. And then what did he say? Figured out add debounce for minimum change on Wi-Fi signal strength. It was in code that was originally imported from our DGNet collaborate project. It uses a bash script to get Wi-Fi add debounce minimum. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do is what? Let's go here and let's open this. Access denied. And what did he say? DGNet Collaborate project that uses the bash script to get Wi-Fi info. I've added some info in the description. This is DGNet Rising. This is dev stable. There's some info in the description. Get repo location, SPD. DGNet Collaborate. Module settings, watchdog settings. Said it was a bash script? Huh. Interesting. Why can't I find that? Shit. It was in code that was originally imported from our DGNet Collaborate project. It uses a bash script to get the Wi-Fi info. I've added some info in the description and assigned to you. Let me know if you have any questions. Uses a bash script. Where's the bash script? Interesting. I have no idea. Support programs. That's not it. Includes. That's not going to be it. Other project includes. Yeah, I mean, it would be here, wouldn't it? It would be here somewhere. Global settings. No. Would it be in ping? It wouldn't be in ping, would it? Let's find it. Let's see if we can find it. Nope. Health. Nope. Dang. All right, I have to take a leak real quick. I will be right back. All right, I am back. I moved my mic right here. Maybe you can hear me a little better. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to try to figure this out. So, Wi-Fi signal strength. So there should be like some keyword somewhere. Strength. There's not. So I'm guessing this isn't the file that I need to be in. So let's try system monitor. Sounds promising. Wi-Fi. Yeah, there we go. Yeet. System monitoring. So what class is this? System monitor. Okay. Double check. Strength attribute display. Let's actually let's go back. Let's go to, where was I? Not GUI logic. Other project includes DGNet. System monitor. Let's find all of the Wi-Fi. Okay. Carsal, Wi-Fi monitoring loop. Okay. Wrong thing. Oh shit, come on. Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. There we are. There we go. There we go. I see. Okay. Advance. I'm seeing, what was this called? System monitor. System monitor class at Wi-Fi info monitoring loop. I mean, it seems like it's like, obviously that's right, but I like to double check things. Wi-Fi, shit, what was that called? Wi-Fi info monitoring loop. Wi-Fi info. Then I'm saying system monitor class at, I should have put method, at method Wi-Fi monitoring loop. Really? Come on. Method. Okay. Let's wait for a response on that. And let's dive into this code and see what we can find out. Wi-Fi signal strength attribute display only updates every 10%. Okay, so let's see when we're actually updating. Check if the SSID or BSSID outputs are different than the others. Current cache, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Minimum change. There should, you know what's weird? I see so many people when they're coding and they're somewhat, let me turn my volume down just a little bit because it looks like I'm capping out over there. Okay, so it's weird. I see a lot of people, and when they're kind of like thinking and stuff, everyone does that sound. They all like, I don't know why. It's weird. I do it too. It's just weird. Okay, let's show you here, buddy, old pal. Set command feedback, command attribute short names, Wi-Fi signal, callback finished. Interesting. Percent equals int numerator. Numerator equals signal strength dot decode strip. Interesting. Numerator equals signal strength output. Signal strength output, subprocess.check output, signal strength command, shell true, yada yada. Signal strength output. Percent. If percent is not equal to signal strength output, or signal strength, not equal to signal strength, where's the signal strength coming from? Signal strength equals -1. Okay, so if I'm assuming if it's -1, then that means that it's bad. Yeah. Report Wi-Fi signal strength. Okay, so if the signal strength is not equal to -1, so if it's anything other than -1, -1 I'm assuming would be like off or some shit like that. So let's see, call result, callback function, system monitor, function, Wi-Fi info monitoring loop, command name, yada, yada, yada. Wi-Fi signal, success code, parameters, percent. So what's happening is, if it's not equal to that, then it updates that percent no matter what. But we want a so here's a question. It says make it so that the Wi-Fi signal strength attribute display only updates every 10%. Is it okay? So let's see, another question. I'm gonna say, because this I feel like this is a pretty good question. Another question. Let me copy this. Only updates every 10%, right? Only updates every 10%. Is that every 10% change or every 10% multiple? Another question, only updates every 10%. Is that every 10% change or every 10% multiple? I feel that's a pretty valid cue. All right. All right, boy. Every 10% change makes more sense. It's just a debounce or throttle. If we did every multiple, it would only show 10, 20, 30, etc. And watch done. I said, yeah, it makes sense. I just didn't want to make any assumptions and potentially waste time coding the wrong thing. LOL, thanks. Cool, so now I know. Now I know. So, percent is not equal to signal strength. So now we got to think about what we're doing here. So we need to add some sort of tracking thing. Which would be pretty easy. Just in the Wi-Fi monitoring loop, while the loop is running, right? Or should I make it a instance variable? Yeah, because if the loop stops and then it starts again, I don't really know how the logic for this is set up. But if the loop stops and it starts again, well, we want it to, I guess, pick up where I left off, right? So I feel like it's pretty valid. All right, boom. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just add another instance variable. So where the Wi-Fi stuff is, I'll just say self dot, looks like they do this, underscore Wi-Fi. It's a good point. I'll add something to the course description to make it more clear. Wi-Fi latest signal. Let's see. Latest signal strength. I don't know, man. I'm not good with equals. What is supposed to be an integer, right? Shit, where was that at? You know what? You know what? Let's do a command K, command O. Blam. Look at that. It's beautiful. Class. There we go. That's so much better. This init, we can leave that open. And then Wi-Fi monitoring loop. Of course, it's at the very bottom, dude. If I didn't do that, I'd be searching and searching and searching. Jeez Louise. Okay. I wonder if he actually added that to the card. See if he added anything. Update, no. Make so the Wi-Fi signal string attribute shown in DGNet Watchdog only updates when it changes by 10%. Okay. Now I know. Would you look at that? Learning in progress. Okay. Still looking at that. I don't need to look at that no more. This is the DGNet Collaborate architecture stuff. Events. What is he sitting there for? Oh yeah, device monitoring loop. Yeah. Wi-Fi. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I don't really need to look at this. Let's see. Wi-Fi monitoring loop. We need to. So I added this. I needed to check if that was an integer, which I'm pretty sure it is. We got a while here. We got a try here. Right here. Int numerator. Yep. So it's an integer. So it should be we're going to default it to 0, right? Or we could default it to none. And then, let's see, percent. If percent is not equal to signal strength, right? Okay. Dang, I got to pee again, dude. This coffee's getting to me. I'll be right back again. Hey. All right. You know what? I'll just leave this open. Okay. All right, so we have that. We want to keep track of what the percent is now. So we're just going to say if percent is not equal to signal strength, Is signal strength ever updated? Why is signal strength that? Signal strength equals percent. Oh, I see. So at the end, they're setting signal strength equal to the percent. And if percent's not equal to signal strength, so if the percent changes, that's what it was. Okay, so my initial thought was that this is like a off thing. I don't know. But so it's saying if percent is not equal to signal strength, then we want to go ahead and update that. But so we're already keeping track of signal strength. So I don't need that. Okay. Well, this whole thing's commented out. Okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever, mate. Okay, so signal strength equals percent. We want to say that the percent is not equal to signal strength. I mean, we only want to do all of this if the percent and the signal strength are at a difference of 10. So that should be pretty easy. We'll just say another if let's see. How could we do this? We can subtract either side. I mean, if you do, 10 minus 20, then let's see. I'm not very good at math, but we're gonna see. It's kind of sad, but whatever. 10 minus 20 is negative 10, and 20 minus 10 is 10. So it doesn't matter which way we subtract it, because we can get the absolute value of that number. So I think it's abs. That's a thing, right? Is that a thing? Dude, there's so much code here that whatever this is, linting, or my code hints, or whatever this stuff's called, the docs kind of thing, the window that pops up right here, it takes forever to pull up anything. It'd be easier just for me to Google it. Let's see, Python abs. Yep, abs method. Okay, I was right. I wasn't sure. Just want to make sure. Abs, let's see, percent minus signal strength. If abs percent minus signal strength is greater than or equal to 10, right? We don't want to do if it's equal to 10. We want if it's greater than or equal to 10. If it changes, what we're doing is if it changes any below 10%, then we don't want to update it yet. If it changes 10% or more, then we'll update it. That way it's not constantly updating 9, 7, 8, 7, 9, it's constantly doing that. We want it to just update when it hits a certain threshold. So I think that's it. I think if we just add that. If abs percent minus signal strength is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, so let's say, I don't know. Let's say, so it's -1 to start, right? Let's say it's -1. And, oh, what the hell? How do I do negative? Oh, -1, negative. Okay, -1 minus 12 equals 13. So yeah, that would be greater than 10. And then it would be set to 12, right? Because that's what the percent is. So now we would have 12, and then we'd say minus, say it changed to 13, minus 13. That's only 1, so we don't update it. Okay, so now we say 12 minus, say it jumps to 20%. 20, that's 8, so we don't update it. So we say 12 minus, let's say it jumps to 30%. 30, that's 18, so we do update it. Say 12 minus 13. Oh wait, what? 12 minus 20. Can I go back? 25 equals 13. 12 minus 24 equals 12. 12 minus 22 is 10. It would still update. So I think that's right. Right? Makes sense? Makes sense? I think it makes sense. Fab's percent minus signal strength is greater than or equal to 10. So we're going to say only update, only send new percent to callback functions if the difference in change is greater or equal to 10. Should probably be in production in progress, even if this is the first time you've worked on this code. It's modification in production code that is completely SPD. I think the work is done by the bash script, which isn't detailed in the SPD, so it doesn't even need SPD changes. It's not actually a bash script in spite of the SPD says. It's just shell commands. Yeah, I had it in learning because I had to I just forgot to move it over. Production in progress. But I think I'm done with it unless I over... needs to be done. LMFAO. I said, but I think I'm done with it unless I oversimplified in my head what needs to be done. LMFAO. I said, if this is all it is, I didn't expect it to be this easy. Percent is not equal to signal strength, only send new percent. Okay, I just want to, you know, cover my bases and make sure I didn't oversimplify this whole thing. But let's move this down like this, and then actually, you could probably move that up. Oh, let's move it down here. And say end. Signal strength output percent. If percent is not equal to signal strength of abs, percent minus signal strength is greater than or equal to 10. Report Wi-Fi signal strength. I mean, that's it. That's all it is, right? I mean, am I like oversimplifying this whole thing? That seems like that's all it is. And then it sends this to callback thing here, success code rc.success, parameters percent. This is being called. Where's this happening at? Let's find it. If it don't take us 10 years. Come on. It'd be easier if I just find it. Oh, yeah, I'll just do this. What's it called? Callback functions. Callback functions. Callback functions. Oh, of course, it's not a thing there. Is this inheriting from something? Callback thread manager? Jeez Louise. Should probably be in production in progress even as this is the first time worked on this with this code. It's a modification to production code that is a complete SPD. I think the work is done by the bash script, which isn't detailed in SPD, so it doesn't even need SPD changes. It's not actually a bash script in spite of what the SPD says. It's just some shell command lines. I see the code at about lines 851, 862. Yep, those are the ones I changed. Come on, linter, dude, or whatever the hell this thing's called. Why does it take so long? Callback thread manager. I mean, I don't even think that's what I need to worry about, because it's literally, it's getting the signal strength output, and then I'm just making sure that the signal strength is greater than or equal to that, yada, yada. And I am just, because this is converting it to an int. And if it's changed, then I want to check if it's changed by 10. If it is, yada, yada. So I mean, I'm done with that. That should be it. So I'm going to go ahead and create a thing here. So let's share. Let me grab the thing here. Oh, shit. Dude, I got to take a leak again, bro. What the hell? This coffee's like, I don't know, man. There's something weird going on. All right, let's see. We're going to go ahead and create a new branch. Create new branch. Command V. What is this called? Add debounce for minimum change. Add debounce for minimum change. Boom. Literally, this is all it was. I believe this is all it was. If this is all it was, oh my God, dude. Look at this. 3 lines changed. And it was 1 line changed, 2 comments. That's it. So we're going to call this commit add. What do we call it? What are we going to name it? This is the hardest part of development. Add add debounce for minimum. We're not gonna. I'm just copying the title of it at that point. Let's see. Let's see. Give Wi-Fi signal updater a minimum update range. We'll just call it a min range, minimum range, a min range value. No, add support for Wi-Fi update to only update when change. Add support for Wi-Fi update at 10+%. 10+%. I think that's it. Boom. Commit. We're gonna push this. Okay. I haven't looked at all the code, but I think it's really pretty easy. Just store the signal strength output in a variable when you get it and update watchdog when it has changed by at least 10%. I just noticed a huge block of commented code at the bottom. Doesn't seem like a good idea. If we don't need it anymore, we should just delete it. If we need it back for some reason in the future, that's why we use Git. We could just do an interactive merge with the file from a previous commit. Don't worry about it. I'm just talking. I got in trouble once, long before I worked at DGC, for commenting code that wasn't needed instead of deleting it. I can delete it in a separate commit if you want. The signal strength was already being stored in a local var called signal strength, and the new percent was being created in method. All I did was there's a check for percent change, percent difference of signal strength, and all I did was add another check for abs percent minus signal strength is greater than or equal to 10. The card has an ATLT tag on it, so it'll get a second look before it gets merged anyway. Okay. Let me go to GitHub. And of course, I gotta take a leak again. So I'm gonna do the old mute and mic cam mute. 1 second. right, back again. I could look at it a little longer and see how often the loop is turned on and off. If frequently, then it'd be better to have an IV track the percent, in my opinion. If not, then the current local var should be fine. All right, let's see. Add debounds for minimum change. I should have named that add Wi-Fi debounds or something like that. No, don't delete it. DGC doesn't have any policy about that kind of thing anyway. Not all code gets reviewed. I may ask Kevin about adding a note about that to the spec, but I'm not sure how much he cares about that kind of thing. Some of the people I've worked with in the past were very enthusiastic about having clean code and clean commits. Got you. Got you. All right, so I copied that. Let me add that to, you can see what I'm doing. Let me add this here. We're gonna SPD. Let's do branch like that. Command V. Command C, Command V. I don't know if you can hear that music outside, but they're doing something out there, some party or something, I don't know. All right, let's see, that looks good. Branch, let me move this to ready for secondary testing. that was the most butter thing I've ever done in my entire life. That was pretty smooth, I might say. Let me check my logic on that real quick. If, for example, if the percent is like, say, 50, and then it moves down to, say, 30, yeah, it's 20, okay. Look a little longer and make sure it works the way you expect it to. There will be a secondary testing and maybe a code review, though not usually for P5 tasks, before it goes to production anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. All right, so (10.4) sounds good. All right, so he said look a little longer, so I'll move it back to production in progress. Yeah. Move back to production in progress. Okay, so Wi-Fi monitoring loop. Let's see. Start Wi-Fi monitoring loop. Start Wi-Fi monitoring loop. What does this do? If IV Wi-Fi info monitoring loop thread flag is true, return that. So that means it's already been started, I think. So we want to just return. Otherwise, do that. Set the flag to true, and then start it. Okay. Thread.start, and then the start would be Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. IV Wi-Fi info monitoring loop thread is true, blah, blah, blah. What am I looking for now? Okay, what calls this? What starts that? So let's command F. Call result equals self dot blah 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 blah. Start system monitor. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of all this either. All the commented out code. Let's see. So what are we doing? We're starting the CPU core thread. We're starting that. We're starting that. We're starting the Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. So it's only being started one time. Oh, wait. What's this? System. Oh, that's the same thing. There's a typo here. Start Wi-Fi info monitoring loop. Line 847. Stop. Let me add that to the card. I'm going to add this to, let's see, we're going to say side notes, and then we're going to say issues, and then we're going to say start Wi-Fi monitoring loop, start Wi-Fi monitoring loop, stop Wi-Fi info monitoring loop. Let's call these. I want to make a note of these so that someone can look at these and get these changed. I can't change them because that's not my task. I would love to change them though, because it really bothers me. It really bothers me to see that. Not like angry or anything, it's just like, gotta change it. That's what it's like. Wi-Fi info monitoring loop, return message has incorrect initial return message title. Initial return message title. Okay, that's good. Large chunks of commented out code, e.g. Module setup. Boom. Side notes, issues. This should be not there. Side notes, issues. Let's get rid of 2 of those. The hell? Can I not format like that? And there we go. Side notes, issues. Stop info, that should have been bold. Blam. Save. Large chunks of commented out cope. Large chunks of commented out cope. Module setup. Stop info monitoring loop and has incorrect initial return message title. issues would love to fix with permission. Hashtag OCD. Hashtag OCD. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'll just leave it as is. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, so let's see. Start info. What we were looking at was this. Start system monitor. This is the key. How many times is this called? Most likely, it's only going to be called like once or whatever when this is, when the system monitoring, I guess when the system's up, it's going to start this in a new thread, I guess, right? Start USB monitoring loop thread. If there's an error, return, otherwise go on. How often is this called? How often is this called? Call result system health dot start system monitor. This was done 9 days ago. I don't know why it's commented out. And then there's a whole monitor test that's commented out. I'm sure he knows that. Obviously he knows that. Kevin's the one that just did that. But what probably doesn't know is that. So that's being run there, but it could also be being run somewhere else in the code, in the file structure here. So if I did like a find in folder and then I pasted that and then I did like everything like that. Yeah, see, so device module, system monitor, IV systems monitor, dot set start system monitor right here. This is being called there in all this module setup stuff for what? For this device system monitor thing. Where's device system monitor being created? I mean, I'm going down like a rabbit hole of trying to figure this out, but it's, I mean, what I did, I'm sure is perfectly fine. System monitor import, system monitor, return message, Jesus fucking Christ. Device module, system monitor, we don't need to care about that. System monitor, that, top level file. Okay, so top level file, it's being created once. Well, that's a method though. Oh yeah, and it's being called somewhere. Import that. Yeah, and then it's being used down here. Being used down here in system monitor, and we'll find this in the file. And nope. I think that's good. I'm gonna move this to ready for secondary testing. And then I'm gonna go use the bathroom again for the millionth time. Jesus, it's crazy. All right, cool. I did not mean to leave this open. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was checking to see how that was, but I already decided on that. I'm gonna call that done. I moved that to ready for secondary testing. Send him a big old message. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's good for that. So I don't really have anything to do now. Jesus. I have like a tickle in my throat. All right, so I don't really have anything to do now, I think. And I do have something I want to do. I don't have anything to do yet on this until I get some word. Until I get some word back from the big guy. Where am I at? Create testing tool. Yeah, so I'm waiting for word back on that. So while I'm waiting for word back on that, what I want to do is use what? I guess what I can use is I want to use processing, but I'm trying to think. I guess I can use processing, and then whenever I want to use it, I can just pull it up, and yeah, so I'll do that. Let's open up processing. I guess it's going to open up over there. I want to create some sort of like waiting thing for when I'm waiting. All right. It's been a minute since I've used this, so it's probably not going to be too amazing, but I know I need a setup. What the hell am I doing? Why is it not working? Welcome to processing 3. Note that some sketches from processing 2 may not be compatible. Why is it showing me this? Oh, it's showing me this message on startup. We don't want to do that. Get started. All right, cool. So we're going to go to Python mode. Whoa. Where's my Python mode? Oh, it's on my personal account. Okay. Python mode right there. Install. Oh, look, P5GS mode. Cool. And then there's I guess, R language. I guess that's Ruby. I don't know. And so let that download. So I can start because I don't know Java. I don't know Java, and I barely know Python. Really, if you think you know Python, go to the documentation. You barely know Python. It's crazy. I know JavaScript. I know just about everything there is to know about JavaScript, but Python is like such a huge language. It's crazy. In my opinion, anyway. All right, so I know I need a setup. We don't need self because this isn't a class. This is just a regular old thing. We need a draw. I know that. Right? So what do we need? I think we need a canvas. Oh, we got some word back. Let's see what they said. Rocket chat. Let's meet. Okay, meet time. All right, so let me close this. I'm not gonna save it.